Chairman Dr. Xiaofeng, Honorable Duncan Xu, Honorable Robert Lee, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my great pleasure joining you today at this year's Hong Kong Web3 Festival. And first of all, of course, I have to thank Wansheng Blockchain Labs and Hashkey Group for organizing this wonderful event where all the great innovators and futurists from around the globe discuss the megatrend of Web3 development. As a leading international financial center in Asia, Hong Kong is the ideal place for fintech startups and Web3 looking to establish or expand their presence. On traditional finance, we consistently lead on various league tables in the region. According to an industry report released last year, Hong Kong is the biggest cross-border wealth booking center in Asia by asset under management, AUM, and we are on track to take over the world's #1 position by next year. In capital markets, Hong Kong topped the league table of arranging the issuance of Asian international bond issuance in 2022, the 7th consecutive year that we ranked #1 in this category. In the realm of risk management, we stood first in Asia and second globally in insurance density according to an industry report released last year. Of course, we are also the biggest offshore renminbi hub in the world, possessing the largest offshore renminbi liquidity pool and also processing about 75% of global offshore renminbi payments. These are not just numbers. They are a testament to our robust financial ecosystem, which sets the stage for Hong Kong to continue as a leader in the realm of financial technology. As most financial institutions have set up their Asia's headquarters or Asia's biggest business presence in Hong Kong, fintech and Web3 companies can enjoy tremendous access to potential customers, potential investors, and potential business partners here in Hong Kong. Indeed, we now have a thriving fintech ecosystem with around 1,000 fintech companies, and such number just grew by about 25% last year. Innovations in areas like e-payment, RegTech, InsurTech, and WealthTech are keenly pursued by the fintech sector. And many of those fintech companies have gained a foothold in the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area, and the regional markets. As a leading international financial center in the region, Hong Kong is always ready to be a pioneer. We were among the first jurisdictions in the world that offered licenses to virtual banks and virtual insurers, and we now have 8 licensed virtual banks, 4 licensed virtual insurers in this city. The Hong Kong SR government also issued our own NFT 2 years ago to demonstrate our openness and commitment to Web3. As mentioned by Deputy Financial Secretary earlier, back to 2 years ago, we issued the policy statement on development of virtual assets in Hong Kong, setting out the vision and policy direction. Since then, the government and our financial regulators have been establishing a facilitating environment with timely and necessary guardrails to mitigate actual and potential risks put in place in accordance with international standards. The licensing regime of virtual asset exchanges commenced in June last year. We just completed our public consultation on regulating stablecoins 2 months ago and rolled out a stablecoin sandbox last month. And we are now in the middle of public consultation on the regulatory regime for over-the-counter trading of virtual assets. When we come up with new regulations, we go through a vigorous process in terms of soft consultation with the industry, formal public consultation, and the legislative process at the Legislative Council involving panel discussion, first reading, bills committee, second reading, and third reading, so that the industry view is fully heard and reflected throughout the whole extensive process. Our philosophy is very clear. We firmly believe that encouraging financial innovation is only possible through providing a transparent, certain, and predictable regulatory environment. As a leading international financial center, Hong Kong is well positioned to link virtual assets to traditional financial instruments. Virtual asset futures ETFs have been listed and traded on Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and the Hong Kong SR government was the first government in the world issued tokenized government green bond. Our regulators have been actively involved to enrich our perspective and refine our focus on the virtual asset development. the SFC HKMA joint guidance was further refined in December last year to clearly set out the latest requirement for intermediaries distributing SFC authorized investment products, including SFC authorized virtual asset spot ETFs. Together with which the SFC issued another circular to indicate its readiness to accept applications for the authorization of other funds with exposure to virtual assets, including virtual asset spot ETFs. And again, this made Hong Kong a pioneer in the Asian market. Ladies and gentlemen, at present, Hong Kong is home to more than 200 Web3 related companies from more than 20 economies across the mainland, Americas, Europe, and other parts of Asia. And many more have expressed their interest to come set up in Hong Kong in light of our transparent, certain, and predictable regulatory regimes. In the latest release of our budget 2024, we announced a whole suite of key measures reflecting our strong commitment and solid confidence to driving robust growth of the financial industry. To expediting the development of Web3 ecosystem, a series of measures are rolled out to promote the development of Hong Kong's virtual asset market, better integrate a capable government with an efficient market, and strengthen investor and customer protection. Looking ahead, we will continue to use a multi-pronged approach to facilitate the robust, sustainable, and responsible development of the virtual asset industry, making Hong Kong an ideal place for Web3 companies to start up and scale up. On this note, I would like to thank all of you, the leaders and experts in Web3, for your innovative ideas and valuable contributions that bolster the entire Web3 ecosystem and the financial services sector as a whole. I look forward to witnessing your forthcoming achievements that will transform our future. And I wish you all a great summer today. Thank you.